Hey everyone, welcome to the first part of Jak and Daxter. We will be playing this off of the Jak and Daxter Collection, so expect trophies and HD goodness. Now of course the original version of Jak and Daxter already had 16:9 support and also progressive scan, so this is just one more quality up, I guess you could say. The graphics for all three games have also been enhanced so you can actually play in stereoscopic 3D for all three games, which is a really cool benefit if you have a 3D TV. But before I stall any further, let's just jump into Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. And already we have a major difference. We have a loading screen that says loading. One of the things that they kind of advertise with Jak and Daxter that it wouldn't have. A loading screen. Ironic. And more irony, Japanese characters when the game didn't do very well in Japan. But oh well, their loss. This is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Like I said, this is going to be a trophy guide as well, so that we will have a 100% run. And you know what? Let's just jump right into it.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
We get to play again. Yes. Anyway, this is your basic, run-of-the-mill training ground. Of course, it is 2001 by this point, so every game needs a elaborate training level.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So as Kira mentioned, this is, and not Kira the Killer, this is in a precursor orb. There are 2,000 in the game. If you collect 2,000, you get a trophy. I would recommend collecting them. You will also need them to get some power cells, which are these things.
Precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
If you haven't guessed, these are your power stars of the game. Now, if you're looking at the bottom left, why is there still a PlayStation 2 memory card system, memory card icon? I don't even understand what the purpose of that is. I guess it's already in the game, so it's pointless to change it. And it was kind of in every Ratchet, or Jak game. Ratchet had a similar thing where it was kind of like a circle, like a spinning circle type of thing. But to keep it in a PS3 game is a little odd, but I guess it's a throwback, or something you just can't really take out because it's been a part of the series since the first game, so might as well keep it. Now these are basically your 7 red coins, or 8 red coins, sorry, of the game. You collect 7 scout flies, and they will also give you a precursor orb, or I will get precursor orbs and power cells mixed up very easily. They are both hard to remember, and they're both similar. The only thing is precursor orbs return in later games. Power cells just take a hike. They're lost.
Which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
So this is Eco, basically your power-up system of the game. Blue Eco in this instance lets you run faster and open doors, and as well as power some electricity-based things. There are also others such as Yellow Eco, which lets you shoot using your hands. Obviously, Jak 2 and Jak 3, you have a gun, so you don't. Eco eventually becomes the your ammo type, I guess, at least from what I kind of remember from it. It's a very cool in this game, I'd have to say. The red one is also for a powered up attacks. Honestly, I don't think it's really worth anything. There are some enemies that can only be killed by using the powered up attacks, but there's just only one enemy type, maybe two if I'm not remembering properly. But still, it's the red one's pretty useless. The blue one's probably the most commonly found aside from the green. Green Eco is your health. Most games associate green with health. And this is the first trophy in the game, Open Says Me. Basically, you have to use the blue Eco to open a door. Any door, I would assume, but since this is the first door in the game, you might as well just get it now. We are pretty much at the end of this level right now. Obviously, it's just a training ground, so there's not much to it.
Pick up 50 small green Ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
So as I said, pick up 50 of these green Eco and you will be able to restore 1 hit point. It's a little bit scarce when you're trying to find Eco, green Eco that is. So I honestly just take a death over trying to get to a checkpoint, die, and then have all my health back. There's no life system in the game, and there's no way of counting how many times you've died. So it's not like you're gonna get a number like in Zelda next to your name if you died 174 times or so. You know, it's not. It won't. You know. Try to. There's no really bad part of it. I'm kind of just gonna skip around here to trying to find the last few of the Precursor orbs. This will happen a lot. There's a lot of vertical climbing in this series, as opposed to Crash, where it was all linear and not as open world. It's more like Spyro in that sense. But there's a lot of paths to take, and sometimes you just have to explore a few times just to find that last Precursor orb. But that is 50 out of 50 on Geyser Rock. So let's head back over here. And this is the only time we'll actually be using this. This is a warp portal. Remember those from Crash and Spyro? Yeah. So, but with all that said and done, I will be finishing the video right here. So, if you enjoyed, please like and comment down below, as well as subscribe to make sure you get updated on when the next part is out. I also have a Twitter account, so if you would like to follow me with all your stalking purposes and whatnot, please follow me there. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next part.